Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, guys. So yeah, today the agenda of this whole session is to discuss about what is IT Talent Hub, and especially discuss about Playwright automation tool. What is the tool about, and what is the advantages of that tool when compared to Selenium, and also what are the features available, and also we can discuss about what kind of manual testing that we are offering as well. And also we'll be discussing about some placement assistance that we'll be doing as after this course. And after that, if you have any questions, we can take the time for questions. Okay. Okay. So IT Talent Hub, I think many of you know, we are the largest independent IT community within UK. So we are providing testing services from last more than 10 years. And we are based in UK. And we are in Ilford, so we have physical classrooms as well available in Ilford office. So if you want to come and attend the sessions face to face, you can always do it. Our office is right beside the Queen Elizabeth line, and anywhere from the UK you can actually access. And apart from that, we also do a lot of recruiting as well. So we work with a lot of clients within UK. So the clients that we work is mostly this. So this is our clients. We work for Department of Education. We work for London General Practice, which is our client, which is equal to NHS, which is a private GP. We work with test partners who provide testing services for a lot of companies in government. We work with the Transform UK, which is again one of the top consultancy in UK, and they provide services for different clients throughout the UK. And we also work with. We have developed our own products called Myco, which is equivalent to Netflix, and we also.
Sir, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was talking in mute. I'm sorry. Yeah. So we have our own products which we are developing. So we got a lot of clients that we work within UK, and we have a lot of success in placing the people throughout UK. So you can see here all of our students are working with different clients. So this is our recent success. So we got students working in NHS, HMRC, NatWest Bank. We also have people working with William Hill, Michael Kors. A lot of success that we have, and we have people working with BGSS as well. Okay, so why people normally join our IT Talent Hub? Because of the quality of our trainers. So you can see here, me and Anadurai, we got more than 15 years experience dealing with trainings within UK. So we are very proud of telling that we have a lot of experience within UK, teaching at least 1,500 people. And also we do a lot of research before actually putting any kind of trainings in front of the people. So we develop, especially if you see the curriculum that we have right now. So we develop our curriculum and the material and the course just to hit the UK market. So we have a lot of experience in designing the whole training. And we have, every month we have 10 plus students, minimum 10 plus students joining different companies. And we have also direct type with a lot of companies to hiring. So right now we are working with a lot of consultancies within UK, and whenever they got any requirement, we will be working closely with them. So we know what is the expectations of the companies. So we'll be working closely with them. So, and we also have a specific recruiting team. So we can see here, we got a vast team within UK to actually work dedicatedly to how to put our students into jobs. So we have a huge we have a huge recruiting team as well to support our students. And what are the projects that we are working on? Okay, so we have projects that we are working with a lot of companies, startup companies. We have projects that we are giving to the students are actually all real-time projects, are not taking something from internet. And we also have a certification-based training, and also we support all the students to find the job as well. So this is a journey that we support starting from here till you in the job. So it's a complete journey. So we are end-to-end a training company, not like just giving a training and leaving. So that's how students give us a lot of value for us, and we are different from other companies. Okay, so today we will be discussing about two topics, guys: manual testing and automation testing. So automation testing, as you might have seen in our post, we'll be discussing about Playwright, which is which is the which is what the only tool which is automation testing tool in the market, and there's a lot of openings and a lot of demand for that particular tool, and we'll be discussing about that. However, uh, we also value people who are coming from non-IT background. For them, we have automation manual testing topics that we will discuss, and then another will give a small demo about manual testing, showing some Jira board and some kind of tools in a very short span. And also then I will go ahead and discuss about automation testing to a tool, and I will be showing you the demo of Playwright in a very detailed way. Okay, shall we start? Shall we start, guys? Is my voice audible? Shall we start? Okay, thanks, Krishna.
Yep. Yes.
Yes, very
Krishna
clear.
is Krishna is one of my old student. We had a relation. How many years back, Krishna? We know each other.
More than 12 years, Anna. Nearly 13, 14 years now. 14 years. I'm the
Oh,
student
okay.
from second batch. Second batch. Yeah. We used to do sessions
Okay.
at home and in Eastham. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Anna.
Okay. So how is
So,
your experience so far? Like, I mean, like, tell me as a test. I think you are working as a test manager, right? So what is that happening, and what is the expectations of the companies?
yes. Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. I think I hope you can see me. So my name is Krishna. I'm working. I was working as a test manager in EXL services, senior test manager, and I moved into Tesco mobile now as a consultant, testing consultant. I'm working with the different teams there. So when I started my journey with Sriramanna and team, I started as a test lead straight away, and then moved into different roles and working as a consultant now. So in the market at the moment, most of the job specs, job JDs, they are looking for Playwright and then a couple of other tools. I think this is one of the tools mostly asked and looking for skill set. So if you are learning this tool, I think definitely you will be working with one of the companies. So most of the companies, they're asking for Playwright. So this is really good tool, and yeah, that's why I'm here to just wanted to explore to see what is exactly happening. Yeah, thanks, Anna. Thanks for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Krishna. So I think you might have seen that the expectations of the companies are very high now. They're expecting manual testing and latest automation tools. So the definitely Playwright is something which um, is one of the top. I mean, like, it is growing very fast, and it's already beaten Selenium, and almost all the companies are converting because of the drawbacks that Selenium have, and they're looking for tool like. And this is Microsoft funded, guys. This is Microsoft Playwright. It is not just a open source, so it got a backup by big funding giants like Microsoft. So that's the reason why this is good. But before that, I think if somebody is from non-IT background, so this particular demo is for people from non-IT and IT. If you're already in IT, maybe a few minutes. I mean, if you're already doing testing for a few minutes, you might feel a little bit bored. But after a few minutes, I think when I start about Playwright, I think you will feel very exciting. But if you're not from any IT background, I think this is the best for you. Okay. So you will actually understand what is how to start your career in testing. So just to start, guys, this is we have two phases: manual and automation testing. In manual testing, how we actually what we teach is, as you can see in the screen, we'll teach first of all manual testing concept. The first thing is, if you want to become coming into IT, the basics thing is you need to have a qualities of a software engineer, and especially if you want to become a Nirma, maybe you can record the session from now. Okay, Nilima, you can record the session. So yeah, manual testing is what the quality that a person should have. So you need to have qualities of a manual tester or a tester before even jumping into it, because that itself is like you need to have certain qualities. Okay, so can't see. Okay. And then we will discuss about writing the test cases. So writing a test case is an art, okay, of any person. So my point of view, who is a tester, good tester, is person who can write very good test cases, who can plan your test cases. The art of writing test cases is very important, because everybody will say, I can do testing. I am a manual tester. I can do testing. Not that that is not right. Everybody cannot do testing, because you need to have a negative mindset. You need to know the actual how to test any specific thing, and you need to have an art of writing the very crucial test cases, which covers the critical parts of the functionality of an application, including negative scenarios and edge cases. So if you have that wide range of test cases, then only you can really test an application. It can be mobile app or it can be website. You need to actually know the scenarios, but not only what user will use, what the user will not even think about using. Example, you are doing a checkout of a Amazon website. So normally developer will develop that you got item, and then you continue checkout and you do the payment. But there are some crucial scenarios that we will normally miss. Example, you are checking an item, but suddenly that item is not available, or that item is gone. So it's already in the basket, but item is out of stock. Then what happens? So those kind of things will not be thought about developer or anybody else. So that is a kind of a edge case scenario where you have an item which is sold out while before you do a checkout. So that's kind of important test cases is what you need to write. So for that, you need to learn how to write test cases and plan your testing. And coming to the basics of software methodology, if somebody want to come into IT, you need to actually know what is different phases like testing, development, maintenance, coding, all these things. You should be knowing it. And coming to testing, we also will teach you different types of testing. So we have 100+ different types of testing. So if example, if you go to interview, if they ask you like, tell me like 20 type of testing, you should keep on telling them. So there are a lot of different types of testing. Every testing type is having an important example: ad hoc testing, exploratory testing, regression, manual, functional, non-functional, performance, stress, load, database, API, what else? Compatibility, regression, visual regression testing, and also accessibility testing. A lot of jargons going on, different testing. You need to know at least the category. You can't, learn everything at one go, but you need to categorize the testing types, what is important, what is not important. And that is about the basics of testing, guys. And coming to the actual reality, what a tester will do in reality is he will work with agile methodology. If you are a tester, you should definitely work in agile. So almost in UK, every company follows agile. So you cannot be just jumping and say I can do a testing without what is the process that a company is following. So agile is very important, and you need to know how to work in agile. And Jira is one of the tools that most people use. You need to know about them to be able to fit into the team that you're working for. Similarly, we have Gherkin scenarios. Gherkin is part of BDD. So we need to write every test cases into a BDD process, which is important for you to understand how we can do a behavior-driven development testing rather than normal testing. You need to do a behavior-based testing. So you need to create the BDD scenarios, and also finally we will help you to actually work in real. We will give you some applications, real time, maybe healthcare applications or something like that, which will give a real time experience rather than just a basic experience. And finally, mobile testing. Testing in a mobile is one of the important factors nowadays. When you join any company, you need to make sure that you are doing compatible testing with mobile testing as well. So testing a mobile testing, including mobile app testing, is not that easy. And you need to know techniques to test it. Then only you can able to identify the bugs that nobody can think about. And finally, this particular software manual testing, we back up everything by AS2 examination. So if you want to do a certification at the end of the class, you can tell us and we can help you on that. Okay. So Anna, you have to take the board and you have to quickly go through any manual testing demo or something that you want to show them.
Sure, Sriram. Yeah, quickly I will, even already you are covered extensively, but still as a part of a manual test trainer, I will also explain the concept quickly and then hand over to you. Thank you, Sriram.
Yeah, something like a demo or something that they can see on your screen, like Jira or something. I think that will be a good starting point. Yeah,
definitely, Sriram. Thank you. Yeah, now I will take care. I'm sharing my screen. Hope everyone are able to see my screen. Okay. Yeah. So as Sriram told, nowadays, whatever we are working on the manual environment or even automation, the management tool is much important, and we are following the agile process. So initially, even you are able to understand, like before to the Jira, you are going to understand, as Sriram explained, how to write the test cases effectively. Okay, with all the standards that we will be taking care from the beginning. Initially, you will also understand like how to write the test cases in the Excel format, and then even we will come to this particular Jira, and exactly even you have to understand about the Agile Scrum process. Okay, so you will be able to understand the Scrum process completely. Okay, first we will, in our syllabus, we will explain about completely on the Agile Scrum framework. Okay, so what are all the different roles, what is the team, and what is a tester responsibility on that, and what are all the different sprint rituals. So everything we will be able to take care, and even whatever we are teaching, we have all the individual created documents from our side from the beginning. Okay, so whoever here available as a maybe having some background or not having background, you don't want to bother, because completely we are starting the course. Layer 1 is manual testing. Whoever want to join on manual testing, then they will fall under this one. Automation, directly if you are experienced, then you will go for the automation testing. Otherwise, it will go from manual, and then the layer 2 is automation. So in the manual, we will cover everything from the, what is a software testing, what are all the different SDLC model. Okay, so even you will be going with what is the different software phases, and what are all the different testing phases, and even after that you will be understanding on how to write the test plan, how to write the test cases in the Excel. Okay, even you will be initially understanding how to write the test cases in the Excel. Okay, so everything is got covered here. Okay, and then what is a requirement, how to take care of the requirement, from the requirement, how to write the test cases. Yeah, everything will be covered. Even the principles of testing, there will be 7 principles of testing, basically how to understand as a test engineer, that will be also covered. And as Sriram told, now after that we are coming towards the Jira as the management tool to write all your test cases and defect and tracking the content. So here, if you want to see as a testing, as a general, everyone, because this is a management tool, if how to use the Jira means, Jira is useful for all the team members, even as a user story. Okay, even the business analyst can create the user stories, and the people can write the defect here, and we can create the task for the whatever our regular activities, and we are able to see all the content in the Jira board. This is called Jira board. Actually, the agile is the openness. So every day we have the sprint meeting or everything in front of the Jira board. Okay, so whatever you are going to achieve in the sprint is nothing but the timeline. So now if I'm going to achieve some task, I'm planning something. So here even you are able to see if I'm able to cover the content. Okay, 1 second. Through the Scrum, okay, through the Scrum process. So everything will begin from the sprint planning here. Sprint planning here. Once you are started the sprint planning, this is the sprint backlog. Once the sprint backlog is there, the business analyst will be created with the all the content in the backlog, or even the team can create the content in the backlog. So once the backlog is available, the developer will work on their responsibility with respect to the development, and the tester will work on writing the test cases for that particular sprint. So how they are able to write the test cases? So here, okay, so you are able to add one particular plugin called Squad to write the test cases, because by default Jira doesn't have the capability to write the test case. So once you are added with the Squad, okay, you are able to navigate to that particular part called Squad. Here you are able to see how to write the test cases. See, here we have different modules: test cases, test cycle, and reports. So test cases is nothing but here you can create the folder. We are already created the folder registration, login, and BDD. Okay, so if I'm going to the registration folder, again we are created with some of the test cases. Verify the registration is successful with valid input details. So see here, so we are created the test cases with proper test step. What is the name of the test case, and what is the objective, what is the precondition needed. Precondition is nothing but before to run, I want to understand about what is my precondition of the test. Okay, and then I will write all the test script in this particular format. Okay, so this is called step-by-step format. This is called step-by-step format. As Sriram told, even we have the BDD Gherkin format also. I have another test to show with the BDD Gherkin format. So this is what the step-by-step from the beginning, exactly how to open the browser and how to navigate to the application, how to perform each and individual step. And then if I'm clicking on the registration, then what is my outcome? The registration should be successfully completed. And with the test data, this is the test case we are prepared. And once we are prepared the test cases, we will save the test cases. Okay, like this, we are written all the necessary test cases in the test case module. Okay, once I have the test cases for the relevant, maybe the registration and the login, everything are created. And even for the BDD, we have the specific format for the BDD, nothing but the behavior driven development model. And we are writing the test cases in this format. Okay, that have some, maybe here we don't have the BDD test. I will quickly show you how to write the BDD test here. Okay. So here you have to write the BDD test in this format, given when then format using Gherkin language. So if I'm writing the given when then format with the Gherkin language, even this will be able to understand, and we can able to keep all the necessary stuff. 1 second, just quickly. Even I can add this one. Okay. See here, this is the one. Okay. Just I can able to create it quickly. Okay. See here, sample BDD. These are all the steps here, not step by step. Here, if I'm changed with the BDD, I can able to write the BDD test. I can able to write the BDD test. See here. Okay. So this is the format for BDD. Even the Jira has the feature and the content to have both step-by-step and BDD format, both step-by-step and BDD format. Okay, there won't be any much change on that, but the format will be good here, because the business people will understand and aware of the BDD format in the very much better way. Okay, so once you are created with the test cases, even whatever the step-by-step format or the BDD format, then the next one is, as per the STLC lifecycle, we have the 2 stages. Okay, as per the STLC life stages. Okay, once again. Okay. Initially, you have test case development is one of the phase, then test execution. Okay, once we are written with the test cases, then we will go with the test execution. So here now you have to go to the test cycle, and then we will be able to create. Already this is created, sprint 1. If you want to create for the another folder, then I will say that this is the sprint 2 for me. Okay, then once I created the sprint 2, Okay, I will go to the sprint 2 and then I will create the test cycle for sprint 2. Okay, sprint 2 underscore cycle 1. Maybe I will create this one. Okay, then I will just create it. Okay, so once I have created, I will go here. Okay, I will go here and then I have to add my test cycle. Okay, test cases. 1 second. Here I can add all of my test cases. Just 1 moment, please. Okay. So here I can add the test cases for the sprint 2 cycle 1. Here, whatever I want to add, maybe login or anything, I can able to add. It's here, right? Open the registration. You can able to add here. See here, I can save this one. Okay, even if I want to add more test cases, I can add more test cases from the registration also. See here. Okay. So once I have added, so everything got added into this particular cycle and I will save it. Okay. So once this is readily available, then you can move back. Okay. So then if I'm going to this particular sprint, see here, now I can able to run. Then only the run button will be available. I can run my test and then I can execute and then whether I have to pass or fail, okay, to the execution. Suppose now the registration, okay, or login. Okay, remember me, anything. Okay. So here I'm going back to the. So this is nothing but verify the registration is successful. Okay. Suppose I'm creating my registration. I'm running the registration functionality. Okay. So here I can able to see the test cases. Okay. So I will go step by step on the application and then I have to run the test and then take the screenshot evidences. Okay. So 1 second. So already I have executed and then I have all the content available. Okay, see here, like this, we will take the all the evidences. Okay, verify the registration successful because the evidence is very much important. So you have to say that what is the test case and what are all the content. See here. Okay, but here I made it as fail, but I will take the another one for the pass. Okay, successful. Okay, so we will take all the necessary evidences. Then I have to complete my test. I have to complete my test. Okay. So here again, now we are executed this as a pass. Now this is the expected result. I have to keep the expected. Okay, I have to keep the actual result. Okay, actual is registration, complete registration. Okay, so enter all data and okay. Successfully. Okay. Okay. Once I'm done with this one, okay. So now I can able to I can able to pause this step, or even before to that, I can able to select my file. I have to select my evidences. Okay. So here, okay. So test execution. I have kept my file and I'm attaching my file. Okay. Suppose this test is not passed. Okay. Consider there should be some failures available. Then even that I can take the screenshot evidences, I can attach. Then I have to create the issues here. See, creation of issues. But now the thing is everything passed. So I don't want to create any defect here. So it's a pass status. So now I can click on, I can execute this test as a pass test. Okay. See now the test is got passed. So like that, even this test is completed with pass. Okay. So if you are going to the status also, now this will show like, okay, this all, okay, execution, and then we can see the pass into test cycle. Okay, see here, only one test got executed and not executed 8, and then this is got passed. Clear? Even if you are created any maybe execution is not passed, then it will be showing as a fail and we will be associated with the defect. And then we can track the defect to the closer. So this is what the advantage in the Jira. And even here as a Jira tool, you are able to very much flexible with the, first of all, with the agile project. See here, you can able to create all the backlog item, and then you can able to create the sprint. See here, you are able to create the sprint. See, create sprint with the timeline. If I'm able to click on create sprint, it will show the timeline, because the sprint should be associated with the timeline. So everything is flexible with the Jira. Here you are going to set up the Jira, and you are going to work with the project with respect to the Jira. So you will be very flexible with the day-to-day life. How you test engineer, you should work on the project with related to Jira. Yeah, this is what you are going to cover. And as Sriram told, we will be taking care of you from the beginning on. What is the software, what is software testing, and what are all the different methodologies, like maybe what are all the different models available, like delivery models, like from the V model and from waterfall model, spiral and Scrum methodologies. Everything will be covered with the different types of testing also, like from the smoke testing, sanity testing, ad hoc testing, exploratory testing. Okay, so completely as part of the test engineer, we will be taking care of you from the manual side, and then you will be moved towards the automation. But whoever people, as Sriram told, you are very much familiar with manual and working on manual, you people will be directly moving towards the automation testing. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you.
I think
Sriram.
I also learned a lot in the Jira and Zephyr tool. Okay, guys. So any questions? I think one of you have some question in the middle. Anybody have any questions on this? Any questions, guys? On the manual testing so far, like Jira, Zephyr, manual testing. Any questions?
But whoever coming from the, maybe you can say that I'm not at all aware of anything on IT, don't bother. We are here to help you to make it success. Okay, that's what. We have the simplest approach to make you success on the IT. Okay, with especially with the testing. Thank you, Sriram. Let us know if you have any questions. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys, let's jump into automation. Okay, so I think this is the most exciting part. So, okay, Nilma, you can stop the recording and start again. So, guys, this is all recorded.
Okay.
So you can.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, will do.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, coming to automation, this is the most exciting part, guys. So this is, I think till now, I used to use Selenium, but now this is like, because the world is changed, we are talking about Playwright. So Playwright is one of the it is just it got its own capability. So we will teach you JavaScript by TypeScript, Visual Studio, which is the where we can run the code. You can see here, this is the code which normally most of the people use Visual Studio Code. And there is and we'll teach you how to set up your Playwright, start with the Playwright, and there's a runner mode, and then there's a recording mode. We will teach you that. And especially the most important part is the way that the locators are there. It is different from Selenium. We'll teach you locators, how to allocate an element, assertions, how to make sure that your tests are properly recorded and passed, and also actions. There'll be a lot of actions regarding the regarding Playwright. So there is some action classes, and finally reports. So there is how we generate different kind of reports. We'll teach you, and also this all test is part of test suites and test case and test cases. So you need to write your code within a suite, and in that code also there's a lot of reusability. Okay, so when you actually write the code, you will enjoy that. There's a lot of reusability, and there's a lot of duplication code. So you write utility to maintain a better extraction of rebuilding the code. Example, selecting a drop down or some kind of advanced controls, you can use utilities. And then what is very important from your, I think anybody from testing background, guys, if you're all are IT or non-IT, doesn't matter. There's very good patterns that you need to learn. So page object model is one of the best pattern, which actually talk about how you can make an extraction, and this is a different layer, how you can write your application, your code in a very organized way, so that every page have a page object, and then you have locators within it, and then all the actions within that particular page can be in one class, and then we call that class in the testers. So testing all the test runners in one place, page object one place, and that's how you actually build your blocks. It's like a building blocks, and then using that building blocks, you can build any level of testing. Okay, like end-to-end functional. So you need to have your reusable building blocks, and underneath the building blocks only you have to implement your particular complexity. And that is why page object model, it was not there in Cypress, but again it came back. CI/CD pipeline is very important, because what are the code I wrote, I should be part of CI/CD. I'll show you how to do that today itself. And one very important thing which is part of kind of Playwright will teach you is API testing. So normally I think you're using SOAP UI or Postman to API testing, but good that Playwright itself can do its own automation, API testing. So it can be, and even you can mock some of the APIs using Playwright. It's very handy in that aspect. And basically, Playwright not only performs your functional testing, it also do end-to-end testing. Example, as Anna said, BDD, right in the Cucumber feature files, given when then format. Even that we can automate using Playwright. Okay, and finally, whatever we teach will put you under a massive project, and I'll show you one of the frameworks that I'm building. That framework have everything in it. So if you write a code and if you're just writing for yourself, it's not enough. You need to write a very complex, like you need to build a framework. And that framework should not be basic, it should be advanced. I'll show you in a minute, but you need to build something like that. Then only your company or somebody will feel you are a very strong at automation. If you're just building a record and playback test, it's okay to learn, but that's not enough. So we will teach you that also. Okay, any questions so far? Anyone in this course curriculum before I jump into demo of Playwright? Any questions? No? Okay, coming to the demo, guys. So yes, coming to the Microsoft Playwright demo. So I will be focusing on Playwright now for next few minutes. Please concentrate here. It's very important, guys. You will understand the in and out of this tool. So I'll be teaching about Playwright architecture and compare with Selenium, and I'll teach you how to install, how the structure, and how do you do the test design execution. I have some small code which we can do some record and playback as well. We'll play around with the Playwright tool as well. I'll show you, but I will not go to that bit unless I give you some basics. Okay, yeah. Coming to this introduction of Playwright, guys. So Playwright is a free source automation framework. You don't need to pay for that, and it is contributed by Microsoft. And it's an open source testing framework, so you don't need to pay any license for that. And it's a framework for web and automation testing. So mostly it will be used for web testing, and you cannot use any mobile native testing, or you cannot use it for any GUI based testing. It is a web application testing framework. And nowadays, it supports all the browsers, and you can even use your Chrome. You can use Chromium as an engine behind most of this browser. So it will be testing Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. Okay, with single API. So WebKit is an API. It's a protocol how it works basically, and that is behind your Firefox and Chromium. And the very good part of Playwright is it supports multi-language. Selenium used to support, but now Cypress people left Selenium because Selenium is not it's not a JavaScript base, and Selenium is a little bit old, and now people are using JavaScript more. But however, again, backward compatibility, there may be some particular development teams who want to work with Python. Example, you might have seen this job. They're asking for Python. Okay, not a JavaScript, because maybe their all applications are based on Python. So if it is Python also, it supports. So it supports Python, it supports Java, it supports C#, it supports, and you can write your language in any of this, and then it supports Typescript by JavaScript. Okay, it's almost same. And also it supports multiple browsers. So, and it's very fast and reliable. And what is reliability means? Example, if you are in automation testing, you understand, guys. The So most of the hardest bit for any automation testing is you need to prove that automation testing have a return of investment. Example, you build an application and after that it's keep on failing. Then again, people will go to manual testing because there is no reliability of the tool. Most of the cases, yes, Selenium is really, really good, I understand. But if you are not able to build a proper framework, the reliability will go. Example, synchronization, location strategy, okay, and then ray trace, and then compatibility. Example, your browser is, you are running a browser in one particular viewport, another viewport you are running, then the location will change. And the browsers, you may run in one browser, application will work, second browser, it may work. So it's a lot of complexities have an automation testing, and the companies don't want to invest much money because there's a lot of no return of investment, because whole testing again, even though it tests, sometimes the test will fail, again you need to go and fix the test, and then again you need to do manual testing. So it's a double triple work when you are implementing automation without a non-reliability. The Playwright is really reliable. Okay, Playwright, with the way that it actually show you, but with the way it actually works, very reliable. Any kind of locator problems, weight problems, this all can be automatically handled by Playwright. Okay, and how it works, you can see here. It doesn't use HTTP protocol, it uses a WebSocket protocol. So that means that the tests are very closely running with the browser. So it's not like browser we are waiting for something, because Selenium uses HTTP request, but WebSocket uses Playwright uses WebSocket. Means it works very closely with your browser. Okay, and coming to this architecture of Playwright, you can see here a Playwright, as I said before, Selenium will send the command using HTTP protocol. And every time you want to do something like, opening a browser, click the browser, then there's a specific API like HTTP request sends. Okay, so that means that every time you do something, you need to send a message and you need to wait for it. So waitings are, because you are doing an API, you're using APIs. So sometimes it will take a lot of time to respond, and sometimes even the APIs will be lost in the network. This is a little bit, then the Selenium don't know what to do. Okay, but Playwright is not like that. So as I said, it connects to a WebSocket connection, which is like you're plugging directly back to the browser. So you have better control. So test will actually know what is happening on the browser. It controls, and example, some element is not loaded. It'll wait. It will not, just, it is not like API response will be failed. The WebSocket will know, okay, let us wait for some time, and then it will go and react. Okay, and also, as I said, it will be through a single connection. So it's technically, it works very closely. It have a single connection. Once that connection got every information about what is happening in the test. Okay, yeah, and coming to the Playwright, this is a very important slide, guys. The most important part. So comparison. Selenium versus Playwright. So why Selenium is, most of the people till now the market is Selenium. If you don't know Selenium also, but at least you learn what I'm talking about. What is important for factor for an automation testing tool? The factors are, it should support multiple language, and you can see here Playwright support Java, Python, .NET, and Playwright, and Selenium supports Ruby, Perl, and PHP, but hardly people are using these languages. So it actually supports mostly the major languages. Okay, so it supports like, see, .NET, C#, Java, Python is very famous, guys. I think, I don't know whether how many people. Python is really good with machine learning and all these things. Okay, and coming to what is the test runner framework, like giving the actual testing body to that, like grouping the tests and the test cases and then assertions and all. It uses Mocha, Jest, and Jasmine. Okay, within the JavaScript. So within the you don't need to install separate Jasmine here. Within the Playwright, you can actually write some very good assertions. And how it's, I mean, basically it should be there should be a server to run it. In Selenium, you need to start a You need to have a standalone server, and then you need to have a browser installed. A lot of headache. I know. I worked for Selenium for 10, 15 years. Lot of headache. You need to have a browser driver, and then the driver will sometime expires, and then the browser is not compatible. Lot of issues. Okay, but and then you need to have Selenium standalone server and Selenium grid, all these things. But it's not like that here in Playwright. We just use a simple server called Node.js, which is by default it's installed. You need to do any extra requirement. And yes, and supporting, yes, it supports, both of them supports almost everything. Architecture, again, as I said, it's a API based architecture. It is directly event driven, so it plugs in into your browser. And supporting browsers, you can see here right now it is supporting Firefox, WebKit, and it also supports, I think recently it supports Safari as well. So it is supporting everything. And here Selenium is supporting Internet Explorer and Opera and the complete set of browsers. And then the only drawback of Playwright is because it's new, there'll be less supporting in the community, but it is also growing very fastly. Okay. So coming to, yes, Playwright versus Selenium, I think you can see here, they both have advantages and disadvantages. But one thing is, Playwright is very, very, very fast, and it don't have any complexities. So example, you are working with any applications, example, weights and locating, it's very, very fast. And it supports, parallel execution. So you can run 10 tests in parallel. If you got a lot of tests and you got less time, it supports parallel execution because the way it is. Selenium also supports using TestNG, but it's different and it gains a lot of complexities. But it is very, very simple, guys. Developing a Playwright test is very simple. Okay. And again, as I said, it is, again, what to do, my point of view, because Playwright supports Java, even though if your company is using Java and Selenium, I would suggest go with Java and Playwright. But the only thing is, guys, I'm telling you, one important thing is Playwright is developing fast, and it got browser context kind of an objects, which can really, help you complex example, iframes. Even iframes can be handled by Playwright, and Cypress and Selenium is a little bit difficult. And coming to XPaths, and coming to example, you have a lot of pop-ups, multiple browsers. Example, you have one browser and you want to open a different browser. Example, you are working for the small web application, you got admin dashboard and client dashboard. So Playwright, Selenium and Cypress is very difficult because it is only one single origin policy. So you need to just work on single browser. But Playwright, you can open two different browsers. You can log in here, you can log in there, you send a request there, the send a request, because it works on context based. It doesn't work in single thread. So it got a context. So you create a context of one browser, open a new tab, you can run multiple tabs, and then you can log in. Or you can handle cookies. So example, you can save the cookies and load the cookies in the browser for next time. So it got a lot of things. It actually works with API testing as well. So it works with the network communication. It works with cookies and local. So you can do a lot of things using Playwright. Okay, so, and also very much, it keeps, especially the reporting mechanism of Playwright is so good that you can even create a videos out of the video evidence. Example, Anna had shown that list of evidences of an application failing, that automatically you can automate using Playwright, where all the screenshots, and even we can record a video, okay, using Playwright. And yes, as you can see here, because it's a modern browser, you can do multiple pages, multiple tab, and then you can tackle frames and even browser. Your example, you are doing right click, left click. This is all impossible in Selenium, but Playwright have everything in it. Okay, so that is advantages, guys. It got all the advantages of what Selenium have, and it got more. Okay, means it's very fast, reliable. Okay, so that is what I can tell. Okay, that's about Selenium comparison. Any questions on Selenium? and Playwright. Okay, let's go to demo, guys. I know till it is boring. Let's go to demo. Okay, first thing, guys, this is Visual Studio. You can see my screen, everyone.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so yes, first of all, Playwright is very simple. You need to install Node.js if you don't have, and on top of Node.js, which you have to install Playwright. So once your Playwright is installed, it's nothing but npm install Playwright. So you need to have Visual Studio, and you need to have your Node.js installed. And then once you got your installed, so you can just use npm init. First of all, you need to install npm install Playwright to install it, and after that you go into that specific folder. I mean, anyway, when you go to the course, I will go in detail, guys. But I'm just now quickly running because we're in demo mode. So you can even create a basic automation framework using npm init. So npm init Playwright is nothing but it creates a framework for you as well, like a small folder structure and all. So to start also, it's very easy. Okay, but for now, because I got everything ready, I'm just running some Playwright commands. So you can see here, once I have npm Playwright installed, so npm x is nothing but execution of something. Npm is npm on command, but npx is you can do a lot of things like running any executor. So we're using npm npx executor, and what we're executing, we're using Playwright. Playwright is my utility, and I'm executing. And because I haven't given any specific command in Playwright, it actually is showing all the available commands. Okay. So these are the two important commands, guys. Npm open. So can somebody read this here? What is this command? Can you read this? Anyone? Okay, can somebody read this? What exactly is there? What is open command means? Anyone read this command, guys? This one?
It opens the page in the browser.
Yeah,
It opens the page in
page.
browser.
Exactly. So yes, that opens the browser in the browser. So yeah. So to start with, we'll try with the npx Playwright open. So open means, see, one thing, guys, in Selenium and all, you need to have you need to write the code somewhere, you need to write somewhere. So you need to have Selenium ID and everything. So normally ID is different. You can't use the runner and debugger and runner and the UI. So there's no UI in Selenium. It's not that easy. But Playwright, you can see here, we got an integrated UI. Okay. So once I click on run, you can see here, there is a small thing on Playwright inspector, and there is a browser ready. So it is saying, okay, I'm ready for you to do anything. Let us do something. Okay. I'm opening the Playwright interface. So Playwright is basically a code base, but it's also have a beautiful interface. Okay. So people like to start with, when you are trying to do something, you can actually, do a record and playback. So you can see here, what I will do is, there is a small inspector and there is a browser. Okay. So inspector is nothing but, if you want to do anything, example, you want to record or find an element, you got some small utilities basically. But my point of view, over the period of time, you don't need all these things. You directly go to the code and write it. That's what I will teach you. That's what I want you to be, like a developer. Write the code, execute it. But to start with, or sometimes if you think, I think there is some complex scenario, I need to record and playback, you can do it. Okay. So let's go to a small website. Okay. So I just want to take something very because it opens source. Okay, 1 second, guys. I just forgot what is that thing. Yes, sourcedemo.com. Okay. Just, but just for us to, do some basic. You can see here, I opened some small website, and here you can see here there's a browser, and there is this Playwright inspector. So let us do a record. Click on record, and I will enter this username and password. So standard user, you can see here, and secret sauce. So that's the password. See, I entered the password. You can see here in parallel while I'm doing it, there's some boy cheekily recording my actions. Click on login. You can see here I logged in, and what I may want to do, I need to add something in the cart. I added in the cart, and I go to the cart. I just go to checkout, and I just put my name. Okay, so I got everything. So I click on finish. My order is finished. Okay, you can see here. Thank you for your order. I clicked on this. Now my almost everything is done. So that's it. My code is ready. So what I can do, I can stop the recording. Now the beautiful part of Playwright is now you can copy your code in the way that you want. You can see here, you got, you can create Node.js means JavaScript. You can convert into JavaScript. You can convert into Java. If you want to run in Java, you can see here. And if you want to run in Python, yes, you can make the code in Python. And if you want to run in MS Test, which is .NET, this is MS Test. Or if you want to use NUnit, you can run in NUnit. Or if you want to run in any other library, you can run it. What I would suggest is you can use library, or you can go for test runner. By default, you will get this. It's nothing but your JavaScript. So because I am a JavaScript lover, because I would normal 98% guys, Playwright is people using JavaScript. So that's what we teach. It's very important. JavaScript is like a top one of the very important one. So I'll go to my test. You can see here, I got in my code. So when you do the init, you'll have the basic structure. So what I can do is for today, maybe I just had one small thing created, but I will create one for you. Hit new file, July batch demo 2.spec.js. Okay. Now I can just simply paste it. You can see here the code is ready. Okay. Now this is done. We have done some recording, and if you want to just if you want to, you can see here. If you want to simply just to do a code generation also, you can do it. Okay. If you think no, I just don't want to open, I want to run the code generation file directly. So there's a code gen command. You can see here. Okay, straight away opens, and straight away you can go and do the you can go and you can do the recording. Okay, so it's not like it's like straight away you're starting the recording. Okay, but it's just the same open and record. It's the same. But right now I'll just stop it. Okay, so that will be closed. But the interesting part is the same test which I just done, that can be run in two ways. Either headless mode without us opening a browser, which is what normal in continuous integration, you don't need to open a browser. Okay, just run a test. Okay, and what test you want to run, you can run either you can run all the tests. You can see here right now, if I put a test command, I got some test. I got 24 test cases. Now see here, all the tests will be running without any headless, like without I want to see. The tests are running right now. You can see here the tests are running behind the screens, and the test will be executed. And you can see my test. This one, even July batch demo 2 also will be executed, and I can see the result in a minute. Okay, that is what the tests will be running without us want to see. But if you want to see how the tests are running, there is one more test viewer, which I will show you in a minute, so that you can see the test viewer also. And then you can go into the details of the test, how it was executed. Okay, so see here, right now, I got the test cases, 1, these files, test 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, see here, I got all my tests here. Where is my, did I save it? Sorry guys, I haven't saved it. Sorry, I haven't saved it. That's the reason why I haven't seen my test. I was wondering where is my July demo 2. I haven't saved it. I'm sorry. Let me run it again. Okay, now see here, I'm running the test again. What I would like to see is my July batch demo 2.spec.js in the report. I want to see that. And also, I want to see if it is passing or failing. Right now, because there's no specific assertions, I don't think so it will fail. It should pass. This is like, as I said, that's very cool. It will 100%, even though there's a lag between login buttons and everything, that will be taken care of your Playwright. So it will be straightforward. Okay. However, let us open and we can see, we can write a little bit more, we can copy, I mean, like add a little bit more complexity also. But right now I don't want to do it. In the course I will do it. Let us just, go and see the result. Okay, right now see here, the tests are running in your own laptop. Okay, and you see here, there was one specific test which got failed because there's some element missing. But what I would suggest is, see here, now all the tests are actually, the tests are all good, they're all fine. Okay, but now I think this specific test which we have, I think there was a problem with something like, okay, yeah, no, okay. Okay, now let us, it's a very good learning curve for all of you people. Just to, I will give a small context for you guys. Now the test is failing. Okay. I know why the test is failing because I'm a guru. But can any of you guys guess why this test is failing? I have a test and I'm saying, fill the username and password, it is going blah, blah, blah. But the test is failing. Okay, with the genuine reason saying that, what it is saying, operation locator, it can't find the locator. So timeout exceeds. So it was 30 seconds, it tried to open a locator, but it haven't find that specific username field. So any of you, including Anadora and Krishna, can you guys tell why the test is failing? Anyone?
Browse. The URL is not given.
Perfect. Exactly. You're spot on. Exactly. The browser, we haven't given the URL. We started straight away jumping. We haven't given the URL. I wanted to did it because I want to show you that we can customize the code also. Yes. So there is a method called page.goto. So we missed this. That's it. Well done. Okay, that's it. We haven't given the URL. Now let's run the test. Because every single test will start from 0, it ends from 0. Okay, so yes, if straight away if you are trying to open a login without giving the URL, it will fail. Okay, so now it is running in 3 different browsers by guys. Because while it's running, I'll show you because we had given some configuration. You can see here Playwright config. I mean, I don't want to go in detail, guys. I'm really sorry, but you can see here we got 3 different browsers config. We have this is it is running in 3 browsers, so it's so fast. Okay. Now where is my yes? Okay. Now you can see here my July test demo 2 is passing. Okay. Why? Because I don't have any issues with the login. So previously there's no this one. It is now it is passing. Okay. Well done. Now, if you want to see that in the real, you just need to give this -- UI option. Okay. Now see here your tests can be actually viewed because previously we had given a guess. That guess was really good. Deepashri had done a good guess, but now normally if I'm running in real time, I'll be using this beautiful runner. And so see here, Now, see, I'm running all the tests every time because I'm running in air. Normally, the way that I'm running right now is without this UI mode is for continuous integration of our developers, because they just need to run the test, go to coffee and come back. They should see the result, or for continuous integration. But for us, as a tester, when you're developing the tests, it's always good to go with UI mode. And you can see here, this is the UI mode. You can see here the test which I recorded. See how fast it was running. You can see here 1, 2, 3. That's it. See 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see here clicked. It does this. And finally, it was able to click on that header. I haven't kept the assertions. I'll tell in the class, but see here how beautiful. We're able to do one end-to-end test within 5 minutes. Check like that. And do you have any issues? No wait issues, no locator issues, nothing. Only, yeah, there's some basic we missed, but it was all done. Similarly, if you want to run all the tests, you can see here. Yes, I have some tests which are failing, because the beautiful part is I can go and debug now. See here, this there's one test, there's one other test, some other test, some other test. This is our test. This is the test which I had done before the class, just for practice. And there is some meetup, this one, and then you can see here these tests are failing. Now visually I can see I want to test to be failed, guys. I kept it failed test because you people will understand how beautiful we can debug. You can see here, this is a test, and it had given this website, and it is trying to get the locator. So it's clearly the target is closed. Waiting for placeholder. Type pickup location of the address. So this particular test is expecting that particular is available. Can you see this text on this page? Type pickup location or address on this page. Can you see it? We can't see. Okay, because I'm not able to see. Obviously, it's a bug. Means your Playwright is saying, sorry, I am not able to see what you're talking about. Okay, and if you want to run single test, you can run it. These tests are not running because I've given a skip mode. Okay, I mean, before I came to the demo, I thought, okay, there's a couple of tests are failing. Why to show a failed test? I skipped it. So, but if you want to take the skip out and save it, I can still run it. Okay, where is that? Test pick. Okay, 6 pick. So you can see here, this test is. I know this test will fail because this URL is not available. Okay, this is open secret. Let us test this. Now see here, this is working. I mean, the test is executing, but it will fail. You can see here. Okay, see here. Oh, the URL is working. Okay, cool. It's working, but the test is failing because at this point, it is expecting a membership, but the membership is not available. It will fail. So the test is actually genuinely failing. Okay, this is exactly what we want. But you can see here by browser, you can easily debug why it is failing. I can see here exactly at this point, the membership is not available. So if I'm if I'm automation tester, I can simply go and debug and see what exactly happens. See here, this is the website. And as per the test, we click on reviews. And in the review section, review title, message, and it should have a membership. Okay, get by link, membership link. So it's expecting a membership link here, but there's no membership link here, and that's the reason the test is failing. Okay, it is genuinely perfect. So how that is the beauty, guys, of this Playwright. We can easily debug and we can go and visualize. What else I want to teach you today is, yeah, I think I shown you debug. I even Visual Studio Code also, guys, very, very important. So I forgot, yes, we can actually use our Visual Studio also. So not only this UI, in Visual Studio also, we can actually execute the test. Okay, and even we can debug also. You can see here that specific test we have done. It is running from Visual Studio straight away. Very, very comfortable. Okay, so it's like very simple when you compare to this example. I want to debug it here. Put some couple of debug points, then click on debug here. I can debug directly from my Visual Studio. Okay, see here, it went to that level. and it stopped here. So I can debug. Okay, in Selenium, debugging is very difficult, but you can see here, I can debug it and see, okay, it's trying to do something. I can stop. And you can see here, there's a lot of call stack and all. Very, very helpful, guys. If you're really automation testers, you will see that how beautiful, how easy to use this Playwright. And again, the locators pointer we can see here, this is almost like a CSS. So it uses mostly CSS, and it also uses XPath and other thing. Mostly CSS is used, or you can use IDs and locators and other things, but mostly, highestly, it can use CSS. So it uses CSS and name value pair. And if you are not very sure about that, you can go here again. You can go back to go to the terminal and just click on open. And okay, so if you are you're not very sure about any specific locator, you can see here there's a locator option. Pick locator, and you can identify the locator, and the locator will come. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, I don't have much locators here, but you can see here all the locators are coming nicely. Any locator, it will coming nicely. Okay, so it got the finding locator option as well, and so nice. Okay, cool, guys. This is how beautiful this one is. Before I go to advanced framework, which I want to show in a minute, like page object model and all, this is what I want you to. This is a basic, but this is advanced. Okay, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be this also. I'll show you in a minute. But any questions on this so far? Okay, on Playwright, any questions so far? What you have seen, record and playback, anything? Any questions? Any questions?
Not from me, Anna. No questions. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we will wrap it up soon. If you don't have any questions, just one thing I want to show here is your page object model. Okay, you can see here, this is a different framework I have. I don't want to go in detail, but you can see here, we got page object model. So what is page object model? You have a class which got locators, which got initialization. So you can initialize a class at the time of constructor. So you can actually log in and stay at that page. And you have a methods within that. You want to log in, you want to failure login, you verify some message and verify something. So you got a page which got everything that you can do, including the locators. So it got everything that you can do. Similarly, cart page. In a cart page, you got a method. Products page. You can see here, verify product, add given product to cart. So you can add an item to the cart, or you can verify something happening. This is like a 3-page objects. And where this page object being called? This page object is being called by the methods. So you create a page object model and you call the method. This is a typical way of creating page object, and you can navigate and you can call the methods. So example, you want to do an end-to-end test. When login unsuccessful, will not display product page. You go to a demo page, you failure login, check the message is error. See here how readable the test is. Verify login is displayed. Verify product page is not displayed. So when you haven't logged in, you should not be able to see product page. It's very nice test. Okay, so which is very good for regression testing. Simply add item to the page, go to the cart, navigate to the page, login, then you verify the product is displayed, add one more item, and verify the count. So you can, because you had given one item here, you're expecting one item in the cart, and that's see how nice the page object. So it's all the domain is talking about source, minicraft, example, your insurance. You're talking about add an insurance, give a mortgage, create a lender. So your English that you use in your coding should be domain specific. That is the beauty of page object. But here we're not talking about that. We're talking about locator, spec, jump, this one, that one. I'm not even talking about ecom. I'm talking about nonsense. Okay, so some meetup. So I'm talking about my whole logic is here in the code, but this is not I want. I want the logic, everything should be within the page objects. So this is how it works. There's a lot of page objects, guys. So there's a lot of, I mean, I don't want to teach everything right now, but you can see here, got beautiful, beautiful report, and also it got some documentation. Utilities is example. This is asset utilities. You can write a view beautiful assets. Example, you want to asset something or locator utils. You want to get a example frame. So example, you want to deal with a frame. You have a method for that. Get located in the frame. Get located by role. Get located by text ID. Page utils. Timeout utils. We don't need here much because just a, because timeout you don't need to do anything. Action utils. Click. So we can wrap something on top of the existing one. So click and navigate here. This is like a advanced function. Okay, of clicking. So you want to click and navigate somewhere. So you can do both at the same time. Okay, so I don't want to go in detail, guys, but it got beautiful framework with me. You will be enjoying the classes. Okay, so that's about the demo, guys.